The favourite to be the next Scottish Conservative leader has pledged to cut taxes for middle earners as he outlined his plan to take down Nicola Sturgeon. Jackson Carlaw, who has been leading the party on an interim basis since Ruth Davidson stepped down last year, insisted he was the battle-tested candidate for the top job. He said, "I have spent the last 18 months taking on Nicola Sturgeon. I am asking you now to let me spend the next 18 months taking her down." The First Minister immediately hit back on social media. Ms. Sturgeon wrote, "Tough man talk, but didn't he just take me on in the general election and lose half his seats? On the strength of that performance, he's certainly my favoured candidate for Tory leader." Mr. Carlaw said he would initiate an urgent review of Scottish Tory policies, including potentially changing its stance on tuition fees. The MSP made the comments as he launched his party leadership bid at an event at the Dynamic Earth visitor attraction in Edinburgh. He is running against Michelle Ballantyne, the Scottish Tories' social security spokeswoman, to lead the party into the next Holyrood election. He said the Scottish Tories wanted to redress the balance for middle earners in Scotland. Those earning more than £26,000 currently pay more tax in Scotland than they would in England. Mr. Carlaw said cutting taxes for top earners is not an immediate priority, and that the party would focus on middle Scotland. He said, "Making Scotland the highest taxed part of the UK is a dead end if we want to encourage a new generation of Scots to come and work here, and we have to do so much more for that next generation. So yes, we have to start redressing it, but it's that group of people, between £26,000 and maybe £45,000, they're the people we really need to do a heck of a lot to improve the lot of. They shouldn't be paying more to do the job they're doing to advance their lives, their families, to the benefit of Scotland. We need them, and we need to reward them for their effort and success." Mr. Carlaw also outlined his opposition to plans for a workplace parking tax, insisting it is regressive, unjust and plain wrong. He said the Scottish Tories would restore the more than 2,000 teachers lost under the SNP. The party's childcare policy would also offer fully flexible provision when parents want it and not just when some official says they can have it. Elsewhere, Mr. Carlaw insisted the 2014 independence referendum was a once-in-a-generation event, as SNP leaders had claimed at the time. Asked to define a generation, he said it meant different things to different people. He said, "The key thing is, I know what a generation is not. And a generation is not any time soon, in the next 5 years, or even the next 10. For more on this story, visit the news article link.